All right, cool. So, what are they talking about? Objections. It's on a roll then. Okay, so, okay. So I want to think about it. Objection. Go back to the framework. Look, I understand. What would I say to this? Look, I understand, but do you actually need time to think about it? Or is that your polite way of saying no? Because either way, like, I'm good. I'm just here to help you. They either say no, and if they say no, you're good, okay? And if they say something like, yes, they are actually interested, say something like, cool, well, do you want to do this? Then you just listen for the answer. Get them to say yes, okay? Get them to sell themselves on it. You are not the selling person. Well, you are, but you know what I'm saying. So to say, when they say, you know, I need to think about it, you then say, would you like some more information? They say yes. What on? Ask them, because you don't want people, you know what happens when people go to Google and they're like, OML, fuckwits are on there, and they're just like, the people that only write shit things are people who quit, okay? Don't listen to that. So if someone says they want more information, say, cool, what do you want some more information on? I have so many things I can send you. You know, I can get this person on the phone. I can send you this. I can send you whatever you need. This is just a request for more information. Okay. So we all get the objections. So all you got to do with them is verify that they want to do it. You don't care either way because you've got posture. Okay. Another way I like to deal with objections that I've been using lately is when someone says, you know, I don't have the money or I don't have the time. Okay. So say someone says to me, look, I just don't have the money. I then just say, of course. Don't you think that's why you need to do this? And you just shut the fuck up. And then if someone says, I don't have the time to do this, you say the same thing. Of course. Don't you think that's why you need to do this? They're just such a simple thing to say. And you're going to like trigger something in them. It's going to be like, yeah, I probably do. You may want to shuffle a few things around to learn this, because you will get the financial freedom, the time freedom. You will get that if you put the work in for this. And if someone says, if I were you, absolutely, that's a goodie. If I were you. I actually haven't used that in a long time. See, I probably need to go back to the basics, but I've got my little system and it works for me. I found when dealing with objections, try and steer clear of confrontational responses. I know a lot of people, if someone says, you know, I need to think about it, say, what do you need to think about? Or if someone says, you know, I don't have the money, and you say, you know, I'll hold a gun to your mum's head and I'll bet you come up with the money. Like, I mean, I don't know if anyone would actually say that, but I'm just saying, don't be confrontational. Be empathetic to it and just be like, of course, I know you don't have the money. That's why I'm talking to you about this. And they're gonna be like, wait, how do you know I don't have the money? Okay, so when you're prospecting and you're presenting, you've really got to understand where people are coming from. Okay, most people look at Forex and they have so much doubt and they have so much lack of belief. They look at a chart and be like, whoa, there's no way I can do that. I'm happy scanning my groceries for a living. Okay. They have so much doubt. They have so much lack of belief. Okay. And that's because of the shit we've been programmed with growing up. All right. So asking questions, if someone says, you know, they think they can't do this or they're not smart enough, that's lack of belief. Okay. That's doubt. So asking them things like, okay, so tell me, what is it that you liked about IML? Get them thinking positive things. So, and then once you've got their answer, you say something like, so tell me what's really going on. What is actually holding you back from getting started? And they might say, you're going to find out what's holding them back. They're going to tell you it. Okay. No need to assume, they will tell you. And they're going to say something like, you know, I just don't think I'm smart enough, or I just don't think I can do it. So say something. So then you can ask something along the lines of, so tell me why you don't think you could make this work. And you listen. And then you ask them, tell me why you think you could make it work. Like you see an opportunity in this, right? So tell me why you think you could make it work. Okay, you're closing them on this and you don't even know it by doing this little process. Okay, so keep in mind, whatever objection someone is giving you, it actually really just probably comes down to the person not having much belief in themselves. Okay, so us as consultants, as uplines, as crosslines, whatever, we need to pour so much belief into these people until they have enough of it themselves. Okay, am I making sense? Cool. Well, I think that's literally all I have to share for you. Do we have any questions? We can open it up for the Q&A. Who here has a, guideline for where they want to go? Who here, write to me in the chat what your goals are for the end of the year. There's 23 weeks until Christmas, right? So tell me, write your goals down, Plat 5K, cool. Abigail, Tony, there's really cool names on here that I'm not going to pronounce in my Australian accent, so sorry about that. At least Plat 5K, not clear enough, get clear on the goal you want, at least, okay? You need Plat 1000 by August 31st, okay? Now ask yourself, is what your daily method of operation and what you're currently doing, is that going to help you get to that goal? Because there's one thing you got to remember, that I follow my days. I have, when you're running a business, there's operational hours and then there's income producing productivity hours. Okay. Red light, green light. Green light is when people are good to be prospecting. You can go out there, you can be talking to people, presenting, blah, blah, blah. Red light is probably really early morning, around dinner time, and late at night. In the red light times, that's when you should be developing yourself, your trading, study, things like that. Green light hours, that is not the time to be doing operational things of rewriting lists, whatever else you need to do to make a business, operational things. Okay, so whatever we need in a business, writing your why out 100 fucking times, your list, all the operational things you don't do in that time. Okay, that is the green light time. That is, you are going like the clappers and you are doing money making activities that's going to help you get there. Okay, so there's lost my train of thought. So when it comes to this, right, there's a little what is the thing where it's you got letters and they stand for something, whatever that's called. I'm not smart. So there's something I like to talk to my people about, and that's your belief system. Okay, so, and this comes down to the action that I was just speaking about. Sometimes I know for me, I'm really good, so good at visualizing that it paralyzes me. Then 5 hours go past and I'm like, shit, I haven't done anything. So when it comes to your belief systems and your beliefs is going to determine what you think. Okay, obviously, which will then determine the way you act. I want to give you guys some tips on mindset where you will learn how to actually follow through. Okay, because it doesn't matter if it's business or trading. At the end of the day, I know you guys want results. That's why you're on the call. That's why we're doing the business. Okay, everything that I've been talking about isn't new to you. Okay, it's not new. It's not new to me. But the reality is, in order to get what we want out of this life, this business, this trading, we need to have the right mindset. And I know mindset is such an overused term. Mindset this, mindset that. It gets thrown around a lot. But your beliefs are your mindset. So what you tell yourself every single day is your mindset. What you believe is true is what your mindset is comprised of. Okay, so the formula for that is BEAR, B-E-A-R. Beliefs lead to emotions, meaning that what you believe is true leads to how you feel. If you believe something is true, it feels a certain way to you, okay? Then once you've got your emotions, that's then going to dictate what type of action you're going to take. So if you're unmotivated, you do nothing. Then that leads to your result of nothing, okay? Your actions lead to results. We know this. So the question comes in, and some of you are like, I'm doing the work, I'm taking all the action, I'm on the calls, I'm inviting, I'm just not getting the results. So you're frustrated, you're tired, and it's because you've got all these beliefs that aren't facilitating long-term success. Okay, you've got all these thoughts that aren't serving you. Okay, you say I'm doing all the work, but it's just not working. Okay, fuck that thought off. I want to share with you what I share with my own teammates, and it's very, very powerful. I may confuse myself when I'm talking about it. But anyway, when you do this consistently, it's going to lead to action, which is going to lead to results. So the first thing that we would do is I'm going to assume that you've all got some result that you're not getting. Okay, so you're feeling this certain way. You don't have a good emotion about it. You're feeling really overwhelmed and you're upset. Okay, the first thing you want to ask yourself is, what is the situation or the circumstance I don't like? Meaning, what is the result I have right now that I don't like? So I can then become aware of it, okay? And then you want to reverse engineer and see what is causing that. So what is causing this situation that I don't like? Identify it. It's really important that you get clear with yourself and where you are currently at. Take yourself on a date and get real with where you're at, with your finances, with your fitness, with everything. Do some life admin, okay? I don't want you to think where you want to be. I want you focusing on where you are currently at, okay? The next thing you need to ask yourself is, what would I have to believe in order to feel the way that I feel right now, okay? So what would you have to feel in order to be frustrated, to be overwhelmed? What would you have to believe? Oh, it's never going to happen. I'm never going to hit that rank. Everyone thinks it's a scam. My friends hate me. My friends don't want to talk to me. It's so hard. No one talks to me. No one helps me. I'm not good enough. It takes me longer to understand than others. Okay. All these things are things that you believe. Why am I saying that word weird? Believe. I don't know. That's what you would have to believe. Okay. Those things you're telling yourself. Now I want you to get really real with yourself. Ask yourself these questions. But I don't want you judging yourself on them, because that's just your current reality. It's not the actual reality. It's the current lens that you're looking at through your life that's making you feel this way. So reminder here, okay, events don't make you feel anything. No one makes you feel anything. It's you, okay? You need to take ownership of your shit. Your beliefs are what make you feel the things that you are feeling. Your opinions about the events and the things that are happening is what's making you feel things. Okay, so after you've identified the situation of your current reality, what makes you feel? What would you have to believe to feel that? These are the beliefs that you need to then shift. Okay, these are the ones that the root of what you're feeling and causing you all this stuckness. Okay, think about your feet in the mud. Okay, you're not making progress because of what you're feeling, because of what you're doing and what you're believing. All right, then I want you to ask yourself, what is the result you want? Okay, we've just discovered everything you don't like. Okay, we've discovered the result you don't want, which is where you're at. So get clear on the result that you really, really, really want. The ranks, the trading results, okay, relationship shit, friendship shit. Identify it, get really clear with what you want. So when I asked you what rank you want, get clear on that. Dumb it down with how many people you need on each leg. Set a date for that rank, okay? Once you've set that date, map out how many people you need to be talking to every single day through the week. How many people you need to be, do you usually develop people, can't read, do you usually build relationships with people through personal development pages? No, but thank you for the tip. So you got to get clear on the result that is that you want, okay? And then you got to ask yourself, how would this result that I want make me feel? You know the result, how it will make you feel. It's going to make you feel happy. It's going to make you feel confident. Okay, so by doing that, you've then identified the core emotion that's going to drive the action to get you the result you want. Now we go deeper, okay? What would I have to believe in order to feel that way? So in order for me to feel confident and happy, which is what I would feel if I got the result that I want, okay, what would I have to believe? We'd have to believe that we can do it, okay? We've got to believe that we've got all the tools. We've got to believe that I'm a chairman 25, that Nick is a chairman 50, okay, that Shara is a chairman 25. You've got to believe that you're that. You've got to embody that prior to. So when I mentioned about your DMO, your daily method of operation, is what you're currently doing something of what that rank would be doing? Okay. So lastly, once you've figured out that, it's all about the visualization, but don't let that paralyze you, because it does it to me. So what would it look like? And go really into detail. If you really believe those things, if you really believe that you've got the juice, that you've got what it takes, that, you can put in all the work that you can, that you believe in yourself, what would that look like for you? What would life look like for you? And let me explain to you what that does, okay? Now you'll understand the power of visualization, right? So the subconscious mind is so powerful. It is literally what drives all of our actions. I mean, our conscious mind decides, but it's our subconscious minds that carries out the orders. Okay, so think about it. Odd example, but let's say, how much, say, do you have in order to digest food? None. Okay, your subconscious mind just does that. Driving a car, that's not you driving a car. That's your subconscious mind carrying out those orders, changing gears, foot on the brake. Walking, your subconscious mind puts one foot in front of the other to walk, right? So it's very, very, very powerful. So by visualizing, you're programming your mind in the advance to get the results that you want. So if you picture in details what it would be like if you believe those things, you're visualizing your beliefs. Okay, you're making it way easier for yourself to then go out and perform. Okay, it's like working out, conditioning your muscles, right? It's the same with your mind. The more you practice these things, you're reprogramming your belief pattern. This takes time, which is why you need to be really consistent in your daily method of operational activities. Okay, now if I were you after school, I would take some time out to maybe write out these beliefs. Spend 10, 15 minutes of writing out what life would look like if you believed all the things you need to believe in order to get the result you want. Okay, and by doing that, I'm not saying it magically works overnight, but you will find yourself, if you're committed, taking out the necessary actions to achieve that. And I'm also not saying that writing it out is going to magically make you German 25. Okay, people think about law of attraction, and if I just manifest and say my affirmations, it's going to happen. But what it will do is it'll start fueling the right emotions, which is then going to lead to the actions, which is then going to lead you to the results. Okay? I'm not suggesting that you sit down and writing this all out will accomplish everything you want, but what I'm telling you, it will help you reprogram your mind, because that's what's controlling you. It's what's driving you. Okay? And we all know how powerful the mind is. So if you program your mind, you're going to feel different. All right? So do this for a few weeks. I promise, get back to me, literally inbox me, tell me there's been a shift, okay? Because believe me, I strongly believe, I can't say that word today, that success starts with this, okay? Which is why I wanted to share that a little bit with you. All right, so I think I'm done. In terms of just on that little, do you build relationship with groups? What I do in terms of prospecting, and if I want to cold message someone and really get in their face, I will go to groups that I'm interested in. I will be very interactive on threads, and I'll comment on them and be oh my god, this recipe is so yummy, or I would inbox them if someone's posted a recipe and I have tried it. Maybe I haven't sometimes. I will message them, be like, hey Chris, that recipe was so good that you put up in there, how'd you find it? How long have you been a pescatarian for? How long have you been a vegetarian for? Whatever. I'm in food groups because I like to eat. So I start conversations with people I have in common, because that makes relationship building so much easier. I'm not the best small talker. It's a skill I actually need to cultivate. I'm very bad at it. I'm like, tell me your goals. And people are like, I don't have goals. That's an average. That's a daily conversation for me with someone who's not into what we're into. But yeah, so I definitely build relationship with people via different pages. I tend to steer clear from network marketing pages, to be honest, just because I want fresh meat. Okay. I want to groom someone from someone who's never been in this industry before, because it's so much easier when they're coachable like that than someone who's been in the industry for a long period of time and they think they know it all, but they don't have the results. It is so hard working with someone like that. So I will go to groups that I have genuine interest in. So I've got a lot of people that around my area that like fishing, and I'm not the greatest fisherman, but I've joined the groups. What lure do you use? So little things like that is how I build my relationships with people. There's a vegan group, and I've literally gotten 5 or so customers just from that group. So yeah, definitely groups are so good, but I'll never, ever, ever directly message someone and be like, hey, I mail this, I mail that, I mail that. Never, ever, ever. And like I said at the start of the call, which is the tone I wanted for the call, is people, they don't hate network marketing, they hate network marketers. Okay, so let's be the example moving forward, especially IML. Let's be the example that is going to really change this industry. Okay, because we've got phenomenal leaders that are guiding us all. Okay, but we are the ones that are going to carry this through forever, and the people we bring into this. Okay, so really focus on being a professional at this. And I'm going to leave you with and that is, are you running a business or are you running a hobby? Okay, I'm going to throw it back to Abby. But thank you so much for letting me jump on here and speak with you all. If you guys have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. If not, then hopefully we can do another call again soon on something. How do I build good rapport? Just through asking questions. So it's really important when you are building a relationship with someone that you mirror them. Okay, like say, I went up to Abby and I was like super hypey and, I was just really over the top, and she's not that type of person. She's going to be like, this bitch is fucking insane and I don't want to do business with her, let alone have a conversation with her. Okay, so you really, like, if I'm like really chill and Abby's really chill, we're probably going to get along. So when it comes to building rapport, ask genuine questions. Are you happy? Do you love what you do? Show genuine interest, and just mirror their body language. So yes, you can add me. I thought we were friends. Maybe my Facebook friend remover pro deleted you. I don't know. Any other questions? Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Yo, this was amazing. Appreciate you. Hella notes. I told the guys, I was like, y'all need to blow up the chat because way too many people were not on this call. But luckily we have the recording. So I really do appreciate your time, girl. Like you really threw a lot of value in here. So
anytime. Love doing these calls. So anytime you want anything done or a new perspective, like just hit me up.
For sure. Well, awesome. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for hopping on. Hopefully you guys took a lot of notes. I'm going to post the recordings in the chat. Other than that, we'll see you guys later. Thanks so much, SJ. Talk to you guys soon.
No worries. Bye.